Sell Your Car UK is back and delighted to offer for sale this rocket ship. It is an Audi TT 2.0 TFSI, originally on an 07 plate, first registered on the 9th of August 2007. It's currently on its third keeper, although the second keeper purchased the car on the 10th of August 2007 through some cheap car scheme, I'm sure, where they register the cars themselves and then sell it the next day. But this car has been owned by its current keeper for a few years now, and they've looked after it relatively well. It's just had a full service, and that included brake pads front and rear as well as obviously your spark plugs, which are required, a brake fluid change which was required, everything, oil filter, air filter, pollen filter, you name it. It is mechanically absolutely sound. About £1,400 was spent in its last service, and that even included a brand new Bose amp. Let's get up close and personal with the car though, because there are some marks on it and I want to save you the hassle of coming down to see it. So very fussy I'm being at the moment, but there are a little scuff just here on this wheel arch, and likewise as well, all four wheels are quite heavily curved, and these are premium alloys. These are not standard on this car at all. Front tyres have a fair bit of wear left in them. The rear ones could do with being changed quite soon, but those pads have just been changed and there's lots of life left in the discs. It's got the S-Line silver caps on the wing mirrors, which is a very nice touch, with those little indicator lenses as well. There's a bit of damage to this door, and I'm going to show you that now. You first of all got this little scrape here on the door and also on the door handle. That could be quite easily sorted out, and there is also a dent just down here, unfortunately, on that crease, and there is a tiny bit of paint damage there as well, but that could actually be polished out. But that dent work, not the easiest thing in the world to sort out. Now mechanically this car is perfect, so if you do want the car, all of these bits of marks on the car are reflected in the price. I'll just show you here on this back wheel as well, bit of curbing going on there, and just to show you as well, those tyres wearing a little bit low, very much legal, but you might want to get them changed for the winter. It's up to you. A little bit of a tiny mark just there. I'm being very fussy now. As we come around the back of the car, no big scrapes or scratches on the rear bumper. It's in good condition there. And again, the big dent on that door is really the worst of it. Just show you here, this wheel. Again, a lot of curbing. That's really the major issues of this car, cosmetically speaking, on the outside, are to do with the alloy wheels, which could all do with a refurb. We can get them done for you at a cost of about £55 per wheel, because these are quite nice alloy wheels. They do need quite a nice refurb. And that door on the other side as well, we can get that sorted out as well for you, price on application. And over here as well, little marks here where some evil people have opened their car door into this one, which does happen. It is an 07 plate. It has done almost 56,500 miles, so I think those marks can be forgiven. And around here, again, just to show you, curbing marks on the alloy wheels. But when you step back from the car, it really all pales into insignificance. This car looks amazing in that stunning black with those silver mirror caps and those big alloy wheels. Now let's get inside the car. Oh, which will need the key. It's locked, typical. Here is the key. Now there may be two of these. The current keeper is looking for the second one. It did have a second one. He's just got to find it, but it's definitely coming with one. And as we open up the car, you can see that it's also got that fine Napa leather. Now there is some wear to this leather seats, and I'll just show you that if I can. So you've got tiny little scratches just there. There's a little bit of wear going on over here. If I try to get into the back, which isn't that easy one-handed, but I'll just show you as well, where things have obviously been left on the seats for a while. They've left their marks, and there are some indents. Now they can be massaged out, believe it or not, on leather, but obviously that's a time-consuming process if you want to spend the time to do so. Or indeed, if you've got little kids who are going to be sitting in the back in here on car seats, then really these marks, they'll just be added to by your own child. Or indeed, you can maybe pay them on a Sunday afternoon to massage the seats. That's a random thing to ask them to do, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to put that one back there, and I'm going to just show you over here on the passenger side, likewise as well, little marks, little indentations, which, as I say, can be got out. Things though like this, not so easy. That is actual wear. On the interior of the car, you've also got electric windows for the front. You've got electric mirrors with heated function as well. And down here, the controls to open up the boot and open up the petrol cap. We're just going to flick that boot one first of all while we're here, just to pop round to the back. Now in the boot here, we've got all of the docs. So there's some history here from the services. I can go through that with you if you give us a call. We've also got the manuals here. There is no service book with the car, that has been lost, but we have got the bill from the most recent service, which I will show you if you get in touch. It's not here right now to show you. We've got here 2 former keepers, but as I said, first acquired by the first keeper on the 10th of August 2007, and I'll just show you here. It was first registered on the 9th of August 2007, and the current keeper acquired the vehicle on the 10th of the 7th 2009, when it was basically 2 years old, and has had the car ever since. So I should just put that over there to protect their identity. You've got the leather wallet as well that all those books go into, and you've even got this rather natty little shell oil case here which has some oil in it. You've also got your tonneau cover, which sometimes goes missing on these Audi TTs, and underneath here there is no spare wheel, but you do have the space saver not space saver wheel, but the get you home puncture kit comes as standard, and there is also an Audi locking wheel nut key, and all the wheels have the Audi locking wheel nuts. They've got caps on them at the moment so you can't see them, but we've got the key for that as well. Now I'm going to jump in the car and I'm going to start it up just to show you how it's running. So let me turn the key. Now you may have just heard a little pop there. It's not going to play it again. If I do this again, turning the key on and off, that pop is gone. It's just had a brand new Bose amp. We're going to have to go back to Audi to work out what that popping noise is, because that Bose amp should not be doing that. And it is under warranty, the part. We've got the bill for it. It's just we don't have the time right now to investigate it. We'll sort that out though. Now, the other thing I want you to know is when I turn the key, it's telling us that the passenger airbag is on. And also you'll see that little light at the top there. That is telling us, although it's not telling us now, that the right hand side rear brake light is out. It needs a bulb. That has literally just happened this morning when I picked up this car, and I haven't had time to go and get the bulb done, but we will. That light will be gone, that light there, and the light that responds to will be in. It's typical, the car's just had a full service, about 1,400 quid spent on it, and now about a week later or so it decides that the bulb's going to go. Typical. Just showing you the genuine mileage on the car is 56,779. We can call that 56.8 by the time you get this car. It might be a little bit higher. We'll give you an exact mileage when you contact us. And also just to show you over here that there are no warning lights on the dash at all, except for obviously these two telling you that the handbrake is on and the seatbelt is not. We're not going to go for a drive in this car in this video, but if you do go for a drive, when you take the handbrake off, that light will go off, and when you put your seatbelt on, that light there will go off. Now, other things just to show you in this car, you've got a multi-function steering wheel here, so you can control the stereo. You've also got Linguatronic, which pairs to your phone, so you've got Bluetooth in here, which are all very expensive options. No sat-nav, but you've got a very nice Audi Symphony CD and radio system in the car. And just below that, you've got climate control, which has also got another very fancy option, heated front seats as well. Now all of that works absolutely fantastically. It gets hot in an instant and cold in an instant. Here you've got your 6-speed gearbox, and behind that you've got these very cool buttons. I wouldn't touch that one if I were you. That one hopefully you'll never need, and that one is very cool. Watch out the back. Look at that, the little spoiler came up. Hopefully you can see that, and I'll just push that to make that go back down again. That spoiler comes up automatically when you go over a certain speed, but you can also manually put it up and down with that there. In here you've got your cigarette lighter, which is just there and works, which is quite rare in an Audi. And that's pretty much it. You've got central locking, you've got your lights. They're not auto lights and they're not auto wipers. You've got a little button down here as well, which allows you to change through this stuff here. So you've got digital speedo, and also you've got your service history as well, which we can just show you here actually. If we go to check and check service, the oil change is not due for another 8,700 miles or 356 days. It really was done about a week ago. And if we go to the service was not needed for 18,800 miles or 721 days. Again, done about a week ago. So really, cosmetically, you might need to do a few bits and bobs to this car to get it absolutely perfect, but mechanically, nothing at all. It's ready to go. So that is absolutely everything that you need to know about this gorgeous Audi TT. If you've got any questions, then by all means, all you need to do is get in touch. But there is only one place to get it, and that is exclusively through SellYourCarUK.